I got money on my peas, cause I'm getting all these honeys. I got money. Money is the virus, cause these niggas acting buggy. I got money on my.
Welcome everyone to the Genuine Content Podcast with your hosts Jay and Josh. Jay, seems like we're getting our groove back, man. What's happening with you?
Oh yeah, we definitely getting the groove back. We just recorded not that long ago. Actually, in real time, it was 2 days ago. So, yeah, man, feeling good. It's Saturday, it's Sunday is where I get my days off because I don't usually work on Mondays. But yeah, man, it's my Saturday/Sunday, so I'm cool. You know, been watching some football. Not a good week for football.
Been a rough one, man, for our squads.
You
Philly
know.
got the dub though last second.
I mean, Ravens got the dub too, but it didn't look too good. It's,
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with that offense. That's our team right here. I don't know what's going on.
They got blown back. That's what's going on.
1 week they look good. The other week I'm like, yo, something needs to happen because I know you and me, we're the more rational fans. So like we since we know the intricates of like the recruiting and what's going on behind the scenes, like we kind of understand stuff. But like for your average friends, like people that we know, they're like, yo, he needs to go. Like head coach need to get fired. I'm like, come on. I'm like, there's much more to it.
Can't put him on the hot seat just yet, bro. But
I'm like, it's not even year 2. Like he didn't even finish year 2, and like we know there's a lot of internal struggles going on. That's not his fault.
Yeah.
But hey, man, we the head honcho. You know that's what they're going for.
Yep, absolutely. I was at the gym, and I was talking to one of the people, like both regulars, and I was like, what you think about the game this weekend, man? And he was like, man, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think the Gators can pull it out. He was like, what you think? I was like, it depends on what Gators team shows up, man. and obviously we got the Utah version. We didn't get the Tennessee version.
Exactly. Either we're Utah where we can't run the ball, offense isn't consistent, defense gives up big chunk plays, or you have, the Tennessee game where we shut down an elite offense. Like that is a super explosive offense, and we shut it down.
Wild. But that Kentucky running back damn near had 300 yards rushing, bro. Like that reminded me of that LSU game.
That was LSU
that thing
game.
like 2 years back. I was like, what?
I kid you not. I felt like he ran the same. They ran the same
play. It was the same play.
I'm like, he's going up the middle every time. Like we look so soft. It was sad.
Yeah, man. Like they weren't tackling. Like it really looked like the Grantham defense for like 1 week. I'll give it 1 week, but against Kentucky, man, like you got to show up against the boys, man. Like they are now the better program, and that is
honestly, like I mean, they're on a 3-game winning streak against us, but like I'm thinking back, like during our time in Gainesville from 09 to 13, even though we were beating them, they were close games. Like this is not the same Kentucky.
Closer and closer. Yeah,
like, I know we won like 30 years straight, but I was like, I don't know, man. These last couple of games will go down to the fourth quarter, and it's like we would, itch them out. Like, we'll sneak by, and it's like,
right.
Nah, they got the right coach. So I was like, now we're gonna get them.
Like those were like the times where we were at like peaks or something, like catching the game, and like it'd always be a Kentucky one. Like that's when I was like, man, this boy's milking it. Like falling down.
I remember that game. I remember the game. That's what we made this. That was the Felipe game where Felipe broke
the
his ankle.
One. Yep. And Trask coming out party.
Us. Yeah.
Yep. And then like I remember like 1 or 2 before when they just like blew entire plays. And like it was like Del Rio throwing in like just some wide open guy at snap.
Actually, that was the year before when Felipe trashed it. Del Rio came and saved the game. And I remember a few years ago when we had Driscoll and we went to like overtime against Kentucky.
Yeah, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the beginning of the end.
So it's like as we keep going back there, we're like, yeah, like we're catching where I was getting closer and closer. And now like they've been the better team the past like 10 years against us. Even though we've probably we won 6 out of like it's 6-4 of us against them, but like they probably should have won. It should be flipped. Like they should have won games against us that we won then.
Yeah,
But they're the better program.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, you have to say that, man. Like they have the history, they have like the wins to show for it. Not just against us, but like in general, they won like 9 and 10 games a year. We've been barely squeaking in bowl games.
They're known for running backs and they're known for defense.
Yep.
Actually that's what Nape wanted, right? Nape wanted to build that here, and it's like, oh, well, it's either one or the other.
Yeah, but he's the proven guy at this point. But they'll get it together. They just need to get them boys in there and keep up with the recruiting cachet. Keep signing these NIL deals, whatever it takes.
don't send me mail about NIL because I ain't doing it.
Yeah, nah, man. I don't got the money. I'm not donating, but somebody got to do it.
We're not blessed to start doing that donation.
Well, when we get some sponsors,
we'll do it.
Yeah, hey, I don't mind. Like,
let's
get a GK
brick.
Commercial. Yeah, a commercial.
get the brick on during the Gator walk, like something nice.
Yeah,
do what alumni building something.
I ain't mad at that. I like the forward thinking.
Yeah,
but we got a good episode coming up. We're doing a little bit of a series type of joint, and so this is going to be a little bit of a different spin. So make sure you catch us on like our social media platforms. Instagram at genuine_content spelled with a K. Subscribe, follow, like, leave us reviews, leave us any takes that you have, like on DM. You can find us at any major streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google Play, you name it, we're on it. But yeah, Jay, let's kick this thing off, man. We got a good episode, not a long one. But
not a long one.
We want to take a part 2 from what we had recently talked about, and we have the inspiration of said episode series here today as well. Welcome back, Donny Blot, our first official friend of the show, man. Back for round 2.
First guest to come twice, and and something tells me like every now and then he's gonna. And sometimes I feel like every now and then, every few months, I can see him dropping by for a nap.
Yeah. We just gonna have to have a wow segment.
A wow. Well, for those that don't know, so Don's my brother, and he was my best man for my wedding. Since we did this whole 2-part episodes about weddings and marriage, so he was the best man at my wedding, and he did the speech, and literally the first thing he said was "Wow!" And
cricket,
and everybody was shocked. Everybody was confused. What's going on? And then and then to this day, people were just like, if anyone says "Wow," boom, they think of Don. Just that speech.
We know it.
That was a legendary speech because I won't say it because people gonna look at me weird, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that speech. Yeah, that speech was
good. Damn, this is one of those inside jokes you can't bring to the outside.
Hey,
damn, that was funny.
Yo, Camilla was like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, we were all just in the background, like,
no, this is
everybody else was confused.
I'll get my drink, and I was just like. Yo, that was the.
I was like, no, he didn't. Yeah. No, he didn't.
The super of super inside joke was said there.
That was hella funny.
But yeah. But hey, we want to say, we brought up your story last episode, so definitely congrats from all of us. It's been over a month.
Yeah, it's been over a month now.
And the 30-day period's over. It'll go back guarantees.
Oh, no more probation.
I'm not.
Yeah, you ain't getting your money back now, man.
I ain't Humphreys.
Yeah, Humphreys.
You broke the Humphreys record. What a milestone.
Yo, that has to be the rule. Is don't be Humphrey.
That's tough, bro.
30 days of Humphreys, baby.
I'm like, man, dang, you know what? I didn't even celebrate the Humphreys Day.
I didn't even
celebrate that.
I didn't even think about it.
I didn't think about it. I can't be Humphrey though.
Can't be Humphrey.
Hey, we all made it, man. We've all made it, y'all.
Yeah.
Shoot, hey, we gotta move the bar for veterans now. It ain't just a year. You just gotta be 6 months now.
Gotta be 6 months.
Yeah, I gotta move the bar.
Because I bet Humphreys can tell a couple stories in 27 days or however many.
Oh.
Oh my god, this guy. Hey, it don't matter because he was like,
learn.
hey, he was a nobody. Think about it. This man was a nobody, and he saved his basketball career by marrying a Kardashian.
Elite.
Yeah,
play.
but he,
Now see, now you can't. Now we about to go back to that one. We about to go back to that one because that one benefited him the most.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. You just dug your own grave, Jay.
Yeah, so he wasn't cursed.
He was a nobody.
He was the only winner. I think he was the only winner.
He was a nobody prior to this, man.
Yeah, but after the whole thing ended, he went back to a nobody.
No. Teams were picking him up because he was Chris Humphries. It's like not now. Like he's like, okay, he may be a respectable basketball player because now his name has some like cachet to it.
Yeah, he got some marketability. So now
think about it.
You know, his minutes increased.
His minutes increased. He played for Brooklyn, so that's a big time city
market. Yeah,
big market. And it's like so before if he never married Kim, you know, he just like, okay, that's just Humphries, right? But now he's Chris Humphries. Like now you gotta put like a little emphasis on that.
With the K. Chris with the K.
Yo, that man fit in, man.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, thank you guys for having me. I will say it'd be cool to have you guys have a brick, genuine content on a brick, on a UF brick.
Honestly, that we were talking about like a little like mascot type of item that we should be sharing. Like that might be like a brand move. Like just everyone was just get some brick. Get a friend of the show brick.
Friend of the show.
Wow.
Hey man, that brick low-key has a double meaning for me too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
For those who don't know, me and Josh are fraternity brothers. We're Kappa Alpha Psi. My line name is Brick. So
look at that.
It works out.
Yeah. Gotta get a full brick then. There it is.
So Don. So we'll I guess, but before we ask you the question, just let us know about like your experience, like how was that wedding moment? Because like me and Josh we shared our stories, during our wedding. So I guess it's your turn. Just quick summary about it.
Yeah. It was
wow.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
That moment was kind of crazy, right? It wasn't like graduation, right? It felt like you're definitely walking into a new stage of your life in a sense.
But low-key, I didn't care about graduation, so it was me walking. I was like, whatever. Both times, 3 times I graduated.
Yeah, but it's just one of those. It's just like when you walk in, you're like, oh wow, this is happening. You're walking into once you enter to the altar, you're like, oh.
When all eyes on you, huh?
Yeah, all eyes on you. You're walking into a new stage of life, and everyone's witnessing it at the same time. And it's, I cried throughout the whole thing. I mean, some of it, I think about the whole walk-in music. It didn't play the way we wanted it, how we planned it out to be, but it still was perfect.
Hey, Kayla's messed up. So when I was holding the baby, like I'm just holding her, and then Kayla go, look at Don. I go, oh, he. Let me get that for later.
Oh man, it's funny you brought that moment up, Don, because like I think everybody has this moment where like you feel like an absolute G when like you're the dude up there, and like you just feel like you feel like the Don, like. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Like, you just feel like the big shot. Then like you see the lady come through, and then like it's just all like it's gone from there. Like it's a hot mess after that. Yeah, it's waterworks. It's like we're like like this. Start beating a little bit.
Hey, maybe because I was a little tipsy at my wedding. I was cool. I didn't feel no heat.
Yeah.
I couldn't get any lick. I couldn't get any
Nah.
lick at the time
we had
because
the
lick
clubhouse
came in
moment
like
before yours. So
No, because remember we had about a Henny White and we had Jack, and we
Yeah.
was just like drinking for like 2 hours before the wedding.
yeah,
I
it was
like,
like a mini like little Getty or something.
Yo,
like
no,
yeah.
everybody
my
was
wedding-
coming through. Yeah,
in this picture, you see me like this.
I remember. I remember that.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm good.
classic cool.
Yeah.
Classic cool.
I didn't have that. The lick didn't come in until like literally after the the ceremony. So
Which well done on that part. Well done on that.
hey, it was flowing. It was flowing.
Oh yeah, we know Cyrus. No.
So
Man.
my
Yeah.
cousin, man, that was he was a star.
He was a star.
Bruh,
And
I've
so-
never seen so many wardrobe changes at a wedding before. Like I was like, wait a second. Y'all brought kids.
Yeah,
So and I think the one moment for like me and Josh agreed on, and then just witnessing it, I think you agree on it too. Is you never know what that mom and son dance is until it happens, and then everything just
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
powerful, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
an iconic moment.
yeah. It was
I like-
that song
well-
was yeah, it was definitely
when I saw the emotions come out of you, me and Josh looked at each other. We was like, God damn.
Tough.
Like,
That's
come on.
tough.
yeah,
I was like,
man.
come on, bro.
It is, man, and especially because when you pick the song, and that song is like something between y'all two.
Yeah.
It's like,
And you're the one that's choosing it, so it's like
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's like you're serenading your mom.
Yep, exactly. So, it was all good though. All of it from the moment she walked in to the vows, to the I-dos. It was all definitely
Elite
one of the
vows,
moments. Yeah, definitely one of my proudest
Elite
moments.
vows.
Yeah.
My boy Dad was like, man, I'll run 3.5 once again. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't write anything down.
Nice.
That was top of the dump, man.
See, that makes it even better though.
Yeah, that was clean.
Yeah.
That was smooth as hell, man. I was like,
Yeah.
yo.
And everyone was like, you wrote down your vows?
I was like, dang.
I know.
Jay
I
about to
did.
call himself uncle like in 2 days. Like,
I'm saying, a leader needs a cousin, like already.
Easy there.
Say easy there, big fella.
Hey, it ain't up to us sometimes. For this
It's
one,
not.
it ain't up to us.
I ain't getting leg locked.
Hey, I mean, y'all know the pose. Y'all know the pose.
I ain't getting,
No. Yo, that's the GOAT meme right now.
Kevin James, baby.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yo, there's this game. This is a card game called. I don't know if you guys ever heard it called What the Meme.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, so we was playing that yesterday at my house when as we was getting ready for the fight to happen, and the whole time we were playing, like all of us kept saying, "Yo, I wish we had like the Kevin, like
Kevin James card.
Can I just print it really quick and just put it?
Just add it. Yeah, get the 2.0.
like I need that game. I need his meme on my game.
Oh my god. That's set the chat ablaze.
It's still going. Like it doesn't matter what you
Crying, like, every
doesn't matter
time.
what you say. It's just
It fits. Oh man.
so Don. Even though you're a rook in regards to this, like me and Josh, already answered this question, but in your experience, as we lead up to the big question, what do you think marriage means to you? Like just like your experience, what you think, or like I don't know, like I talked about how like what it means to me and like kind of the societal way of thinking. So,
well, as it's been 30 plus days, and I'll say, based off that it really is partnership. It really stems from the partnership out of all things. Like really, you guys sit together and really, talk about, your inspirations, aspirations, what you want to do, what we want to do to really build that foundation and build that family name that we see ourselves, continuing to build. So I think that is like something that we're really like working on and kind of drawing out the blueprints and getting that all together. And I think that is like a really cool thing that I think that's what marriage really means to me as of right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more trials and tribulations and things like that. But as of right now, I guess, we're still technically in the honeymoon stage of it, right? Because I know there's a lot of ups and downs, everything is, right? But as of right now, we're still creating that foundation and we're and that's still in that honeymoon stage. So
and for those who don't know, like like that honeymoon stage quickly leaves, and like a marriage, like I think when people think of like, oh, like a married couple, like they think of the honeymoon stage, and like, nah, man, like that's not real marriage. Like it's after like the fighting, because like just because like you kind of want to, like, you're just like not serious arguments, like just arguments, like I don't know, like trying to set the future up, like maybe you want to do one thing or the other thing. Is just like just differences, but but as an adult, you gotta hit that middle ground, or just like the constant, we're fighting for our future. Like this is a long-term thing. Like, so like we're fighting, we're fighting for each other. It's like it's a lot of fighting, but good and bad fighting.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like I think it's always out of love, right? Like it comes from a space where like you want what's best for the both of you, and like that energy will always be productive, even if it has like a rocky moment or two. But I mean, I think to your point, like it's all about like having some of the uncomfortable conversations, because like for all intents and purposes, like that's who you've chosen to trust the most, right? Like, so like you have to put yourself out there, like you have to say what's on your mind, on your heart, on your soul. And sometimes like that's not an easy thing to do. I especially me as a guy, like sometimes that's some tough stuff.
Yep.
You can only run away from it so long when you're sleeping next to the person, right?
Yep.
Like,
shoot, that's that line about like never going to bed mad, like that is real. That is a real token of knowledge. Never do that.
I don't want to go to bed mad.
Dio said it best. Absolutely.
Mad at you.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a classic right there.
But then like the crazy thing is, like a year later he's like, when you're mad. I'm saying like so it's like pick something.
Hey,
Neo makes great music, but don't follow him as a person, because
he's hella toxic, bro.
Yo, and he's only getting worse.
I've been seeing his interviews.
Worse with age. What? It's like he learned new tricks. the new dog.
I
be watching his interviews. I'm like, man, like how do you make such beautiful music? But like
you don't follow through. This man does not follow through. Like this man does not listen to his own self.
I heard an interview with Brian McKnight, and like if you know Brian McKnight, like he made some heaters, right?
You like a dream come true.
He said in this interview that he didn't believe any of it. Like he never been in love at all. Like, and he's got like a few wives. Like he's had a few wives, kids, and all that stuff. He said he didn't love anything in any one of them. Like I was like, what? Yeah.
Well, I guess
like it's like his oldest children that he had with his first wife. Supposedly not getting nothing from him or something along those lines. I'm like,
I guess the real question goes, did he even write that? Because if he didn't write
Dream
he sung it.
Babyface.
For all the Beyonce fans, for the Beyonce fans, you don't like Beyonce, you like Dream. Like that's who you really like.
Yeah.
He's the one writing those hits.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man.
The Dream, Future.
I'm like, man, we probably Teddy Riley fans or something. We don't even
like it's crazy when I watch I forgot what the show's. It's like a kind of anthology documentary thing, and one of them was Boyz II Men, and it's like the biggest Boyz II Men songs that we love are written by Babyface.
Yeah.
It's like that's
Hell yeah.
insane, right? Like this guy,
Babyface,
he's the GOAT.
absolutely. Shoot, like Tim and Bob, Babyface. Who's that other one? Dark
The real
Child.
GOAT. Oh yeah, real GOAT. John to Austin. That man's
writing machine.
that man wrote all of Mariah Carey's biggest. His hero for Aaliyah. He wrote for Tyrese. Like this man.
Hey, speaking of Tyrese, that's y'all heard about that sticky joint?
About
Envy?
Well, I saw an interview, I think like 2 days ago. I don't know if that's a new one or an old one about like
he's had some crazy beef with Envy, like
I don't know.
On some
oh yeah,
stuff.
supposedly, yeah. I did hear about that.
Yeah,
the only one knows about like the
some nasty
situation, but I don't know about that.
Oh no, he was dealing with his own stuff, but then like Envy and his family like came into it with some other shit. So yeah, if you get a chance, I mean that's grounds for another one. If y'all want to,
that's definitely another episode right there.
If y'all want to tap into that one, man, that one got a little sloppy. I was like, yo, hold on. I was at the barbershop and this was like massive rant, like just on TV of like Tyrese, just like, man, I'll give you my address. We can come pull up. And I was like, yo.
Hey, Envy be having beef with people too, man. Like he has
a little extensive record.
He's got receipts.
Yeah, he got a little bit of receipts right now.
Oh boy.
But hey, man, let's go to the meat and potatoes of this right now, man. So
yeah, we've been burying the lead.
Getting a little spicy, but there was like I think I teased it in the last episode, but I forgot where I saw it, and it was just something how like when it comes to marriage, like the females are the one who really benefited, right? And then like it went to the point where it was like, what benefits do a guy even get? And then like. I like to I'm never biased. I like to listen to both sides of it. But the whole time I was like, damn, right? That's a good question. Like just a legit good question. It wasn't like nothing about toxicity, like nothing like that. But then I remember something happened in the group and I just posed the question and my God, like the group exploded. Like it was either on one side or the other. There was no middle. Like
no.
And we were just going like, what about this? No, but what about this? And we just like every example thrown out there. Just like,
this became like civil war, like in the chat.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
I'm like, somebody's Iron Man. Yeah, somebody's Captain.
Someone's like, get your boy.
It was like,
get your boy.
It was like, get out. Like,
yeah, that shit was bonkers, man. Like
it was so funny.
It just went left. It just went so left.
The group chat doesn't do that often, but when it does, like
we had to have a kumbaya moment. It was like it was all in good fun. It was all jokes, but it was like, man, like we were like, yo, we got philosophy differences.
It was the funniest play argument ever because it wasn't serious at all. But
you would have thought it was toxic though.
No, if anyone would have read our chat, you'd be like, yo, are y'all even friends? They're like, oh no, we just messing around. Like it's just like
this is just what we do.
The chat was quiet for about a week, so we needed something to escalate this real quick.
Yeah.
It was quiet for like a week. Yeah.
This guy came with the fireworks, bro. I was like, wait a second. Hold on. I gotta chime in now. Eric was like, wait, he went too far.
So I guess I'm gonna start. I'll start this really quick. Yeah, I'll keep it PG. I ain't trying to get canceled right now, or anything like that.
Hey,
but
man, you gotta speak your truth, bro.
But like the initial example was like, what does a guy really get when it comes to getting married? So is it like what, a bunch of sex? Well, no, not really. Like if you was having a lot of sex prior, it's gonna say the same. Like what? Like my argument was whatever you was getting prior to the wedding, prior to the marriage, should stay the same if you have a healthy relationship. So it's like, okay, that's not really too much of a benefit. That was already happening. Yes or no on sex. The thing that was an issue is if you get a divorce, right? you just lost half of everything. That's one. If you have kids, you just lost almost custody of your kids, depending on who your partner is. You know, we will all think that our partner is not spiteful. You never know, right? You never know. Not saying any of our partners are that, but hey, we've seen enough.
Yeah.
It's like, you lost a kid, so like, you don't have custody of it, depending on your partner. It doesn't matter how involved you are with your kid. That's child support, depending on your partner. You can have it all. Like, you can have either you came in with so much and you just lost 50% of it, or maybe you got it after, and regardless, you lost 50%. Like, almost like your partner, the female, would never, right? Like, how many instances does the women lose custody of the kid? Like, it's hard because the courts will always try to keep the kid with the mom, no matter how bad the situation is, especially financially. Like, I've seen stories where the dad is super financially stable, can handle the kid themselves, and the mom, can't, right? And it's probably best for the kid to stay with the dad, but you're never gonna separate the mom from the kid. And
Why
then
is that? Because is it the fact that is it because of women or mothers are the
nurturing.
more nurturing?
That's gonna be the argument.
Those the gender role.
But hey, it's like, if I'm the one that's financially stable, I got my own house, car, nice job, benefits, and all that. Why can't I take care of the kid? Like, why can I have custody? But that's a different story. And then and then depending on your situation, you might have alimony. Like all this stuff is like are geared toward females, and like it's very, very like low instances of where the guy is the one that benefits from that. So like, from that instance, from that guy's point of view, and I almost kind of agree with this, like, damn, like, you're going in with all your chips, right? Like, you're in Vegas and you're all in, and you can lose it all. And then the females, like, they might come out bigger winners, financially, especially.
Yeah.
So it's like what benefit do I as a guy truly get in a marriage? Like, what am I getting out of it?
Based off the studies.
Don't give me this stuff.
Harvard Law, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Based off that, I mean, I can see that, right? Is more health, right? There's the situation of they're saying that you're as a married man, you're more healthier because of the fact that you just tend to have to take care of yourself because your wife is doing a lot more attending to you. And as a traditional, because at the end of the day, traditionally, we're not supposed to be living with our wife until you get married. Traditionally, that is what.
Yeah, that's the religion.
What is traditional?
That's the religious part.
Yeah. Traditionally, right? We're supposed to not be moved into a household until after marriage.
But for example, for all three of us, this is not a normal religious household for all three of us. Like,
no. But I will say personally I think most, it all depends, right? It all depends, because some of us, I don't have much, I'll say, right? I don't have like yet. I don't have much yet, but she doesn't either. And I think we're in a space where both of us are trying to bring ourselves up into a caliber together. And I think that's the only the benefits of that is more so her assisting you and really pushing you to do that and be that. Yes, you could do it by yourself, right? I think at the end of the day, I think the answers, or what I think what it's going to come to, is that all the stuff that you're saying is we can basically do this without being married, right?
Well, I think I guess what I'm thinking of is, like, you were saying some good, like, he said really good things, but like, okay, we get, benefits, it's like our health and all this stuff, but do you necessarily have to get married for that? Can you just stay with your partner, just never get married, and just stick together, and you're still gonna have those same benefits. Like, do you really need to get married, right?
Mhm.
So I think there's like a philosophical difference there, right? Because I don't see marriage as that risky proposition that you kind of alluded to when it comes to like, you know, if like the marriage, you know, for whatever reason does not last and you have to sort that out through, you know, the legalities, right? At the same time, I mean, it's not just the guy losing half, especially like in today's society, because there's not like, I think some of those rules were kind of created, especially when it came to divorce and alimony, when it was like mostly stay-at-home wives, right? Who didn't have their own careers, who didn't have their own financial backing. Now, yeah, both spouses will have to contribute at some point, like, you know, to that split. But I don't think it's just the same as like, all right, the guy just loses everything. Like, that's a very traumatic experience both ways. And like, you never want that. You know what I mean? I just think, I think there are, like to Don's point, like a lot of benefits, whether it's health, whether it's wealth, overall happiness, like in mental health as well, that like married individuals do tend to have higher than single, you know, individuals, whether they're long-standing relationships or not. And of course, like it just as much as it is a societal thing, and we talked about it in the last episode, like that there are societal benefits to it. There are social benefits to it. It's not just like, you know, the tax breaks or whatever from a financial standpoint. Like that's real. And if that's an integrated part of US society, that you get those things when you're married, right? Like, or else people wouldn't do it. Like, I think of even like, you know, same-sex couples who were fighting so hard to get married. Like if it was just one way where like males or females got the benefit, then like why would same-sex couples even try? Like why would they even give a shit? You know what I mean? But like that recognition of partner is a big deal in society. It matters.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like status wise, but again, like I mean, I'm gonna go back to like the beginning. Like, you know, you guys are saying these benefits and like health and mental health. I don't need to get married for that. Like if me and Camilla never got married and we've been together since 2009, and if I just never got married, I'm probably, whatever my withstanding happiness is right now, probably would stay the same. Like take away that we never got married, my happiness and everything will stay the same. So it's like I don't like, so like I know you guys brought up the studies like, well, married men, so this, but it's like, yeah, so you're going with studies from a married man and a single man, but we're not doing like studies of someone in a 10-year relationship that's just not married. Like those people like, in common law marriage, but he's just like, no, we just chose not to get married because we don't believe in the concept of marriage, but we love each other so much that that's my life partner. Like being life partner and marriage are like they're not the same, because like the whole concept, like we talked about in the last episode, the whole concept of marriage, some people just don't believe in it, because now you're binding me, so now you're kind of forcing me, like, oh yeah, now you're stuck with me for life, and it's like, oh, clearly that's not the case, you know, because there's a lot of ramifications and consequences if you do decide, well, I'm gonna get a divorce. And a good example is since we brought up Tyrese, his situation is
probably a bad call.
so listen to this. I don't know if you guys heard the interview, but he went, I don't know if it's a Breakfast Club or one of these morning shows. He got a divorce and a while ago, but he said that he met this person and she swore to God, to everything, like it is not about the money. I don't care what you got. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not about any of that. I love you as a person. Yeah, and she's like, I'll sign this prenup 100 times over. It doesn't matter, to show you it's not about the money. You know, I want you to protect your assets, to protect all that, just to show you that it's not the case. They have a kid. You know, they get divorced later, but now she's asking for like $20,000 for child support per month. $20,000 from child support, and he's like, and he apparently his lawyer is really good, and she made sure there was no loophole in this. And I guess they're still trying to find a loophole, like her lawyers. But I mean, it goes to show he protected himself to the end, and he's still almost in the hole for 20 grand a month for. Like, why does he have to pay that? Like, he's in his kid's life. You know, this is what he says. At least he's in his kid's life, and he's already providing the kid financially and doing, you know, all these things for. But he's still trying to take 20 grand from me because of you, not because of the kid. The kid doesn't need 20 grand a month, but you're doing it because that's kind of your loophole to getting my money that you know that I said that we agreed on that was mine. That this was my money prior to the wedding, prior to the marriage. Anything that we made together, you know, I believe you split that 50-50. That's what Shannon Sharp said, and I agree with that. Right? If we made money together, we split it. But if I came in with $10 million prior to the marriage, that's me. Like, I mean, I gotta split that.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's very extenuating circumstances, right? Like, sure, you know, if that was something that you brought into this, you know, relationship, then yeah, if it doesn't have to do with the other person, true. I guess the kid kind of probably brings like that factor that, you know, now it's about kids' lifestyle and mom's lifestyle and all that good stuff. I don't know the specifics of that situation, but I know it's not normal. You know what I mean? Like, I know enough to know that it's not normal.
I got two normal cases right now then. One from a TV show, one in real life. The TV show one, because, you know, so I'll throw this out there because that's like it's dramatized a bit. But if you're going and you maybe have 2-3 kids with this person and she's asking for like $1,200 to $1,300 a month on child support, and you're fighting it, well, Corp is like, well, I came in with all this and I'm losing all because you get a divorce and you are living with your mom and choosing not to work, and I gotta pay all this child support / alimony because you don't want to, because the court and the legal system says that I have to. Now I gotta work 2-3 jobs to support your lifestyle, even though you are a grown-ass woman. Get off your lazy ass and go work like I am. And I mean, eventually I think the judge like, okay, well, I'm gonna lower it from like to like $600 a month. So he's still paying something, but the lady, the wife, the ex-wife, she's like, I don't have to work because I don't want to. Like, I don't want to work. I live with my mom for free. He's giving me money. That money's making me last. Why? You said he can give me all this money. Well, there goes that. Now that's one example. Now the other one, this is a real life situation, real life, because I was there when I heard the story. This person said that this person was like, oh, I traveled the world, and it was like, oh, how you got, you know, are you retired yet? Like, no, like I get a lot of money from some investments and alimony. She was in a relationship, and he asked her to be a stay-at-home mom for a kid that had one kid. And she was working. She was actually making she made a really good income, and, you know, financially, and I understand this now that, you know, I'm in the situation. Financially, it's probably best for somebody to stay home over paying for childcare. One, financially, it probably makes sense. Two, you're gonna have that thing where I rather, if someone's gonna raise the kid, I rather it be me than a stranger. Totally get that situation. It makes sense, especially for me now. And maybe a couple years, I don't know how many years, like, let's say 10 years, they get a divorce, and now he has to pay all this alimony because the court says that he told her not to work to watch the kids, and now he is paying child support and alimony, and not the kid's older now, so the child support is done, but the alimony remains. He has to continue paying alimony unless she gets married, and she said, I'm never getting married again because I'm getting alimony. That's kind of like a thing where I'm gonna be in a long-term relationship with you, but just know that I'm never gonna get married with you because I'm already getting this crazy benefit that the court said I can get this. And it's like, that's crazy. Like, and the guy's just like, man, like, he has to support her and maybe his new wife and kids because that's the legal system kind of, you know, supporting them that way. It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that these aren't like some crazy scenarios. I think fundamentally, like that risk does not apply to all people. You know what I mean? And like at the same time, that doesn't completely cancel out the benefits of being married either. Whether it's the difference between actually being legally married or a long-standing partnership or even common law marriage, like those benefits still exist. And to some individuals, yeah, like there's that risk, right? Like that's why prenups exist. Yeah, you could try and fight it in court, but it's tough, right? Because that's why it's exactly contractually and legally binding. But
yeah,
I mean,
I think it works. It works both ways. Because especially because like Josh said it, like the world today now is women makes there are times that women do make just as much, if not more, than men do, right?
yeah, then the guy wins, right?
And then
Well,
the guy wins.
I will say-
about Britney Spears,
in that
think
case.
about Madonna.
I will say against my argument. That's why Oprah would never get married.
Yeah, exactly. Like Oprah, you think? Come on, Oprah. She is not cuffing up,
Buddy, we not getting married.
and if they do, she's gonna hire the best lawyers to make this man sign a prenup because there's no way. Like,
Stedman, like it's all good.
yeah. So
I don't even know if they're still a thing. I have no idea. I just remember
no,
it was just the Stedman thing.
No, apparently it's a thing. Like for
Yeah,
years,
there you go.
older than us.
Yeah.
And there's still Chris Jenner. I'm pretty sure she.
I mean, yeah.
Chris Jenner. Well, over Bruce. I mean, hey, Bruce Jenner was a name actually before.
Yeah,
the Kardashians.
Right.
So actually, because the thing is, well, at least with the Kardashians, is they got famous because of Rob Kardashian, because he was not even the lead lawyer for OJ, but he was on the team.
Yeah,
that's how they got famous. But then Kris Jenner, the stepdad for them, is an Olympian.
Yeah.
The Kardashian Jenners were definitely riding the guys until now, but now they don't need them. But
yeah,
they already established their name.
Yeah,
and that's why Humphreys won.
Somebody had to win, right? Somebody had to win out of that. It had to be
and that's why Humphreys won. That's hilarious.
Oh,
but yeah,
but he's the only winner. How many out of all the guys who dated a Kardashian, who won?
Ray J.
Not
Ray J.
even, man.
Ray
J's a winner. He's always he's. I mean, he may not. It don't seem like he's a winner, but that man's always been a winner.
With all other moves, bro, he just becomes like he just becomes the first. Like he's the first.
I wouldn't say Ray J's a winner because like with all that like notoriety, he's not Humphreys. Humphreys like won. like so Ray J
came in. Humphreys.
Ray J came in like I'm the little brother of Brandy, and I made one wish. Like he already had a name, and his name could have exploded even more. And now
you don't think after the tape it got exploded, bro? What?
I don't think so.
What?
No, like, it definitely benefited Kim rather than
exactly. Like she won.
Kim.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I think they both blew up. She blew up more, but
like Kanye didn't win.
I'm not going there.
Lamar didn't win.
Definitely didn't win. That's true. That's fair.
Tyga didn't win. Travis Scott didn't win.
Did Tristan win?
Hell, he sucked. He still sucked.
But he's winning at the same time.
Thank you. See, Don's like, I think he kind of won.
No, wait. Tristan's
washed.
No. Okay, think about it. Tristan, he already made bank off just being a basketball player, just playing with LeBron, right? Then he dated one of them. I forgot her name, the bigger one.
Yeah.
And he's famous because he cheats on her and had babies with other people, not because he's with a Kardashian.
He's more famous because he's not.
Exactly. He's famous for being a cheater. Like,
He's famous for dogging one. He's famous for some people like the bad boy image.
Yeah.
He's the new bad boy Piston.
Apparently, he just do. And apparently, I guess she takes him back. I promise you, as we was waiting for the fight yesterday, I didn't know that the Kardashians have a show on Hulu, and they showed the trailer. I'm like, I see Tristan. I'm like, he's still in the picture, like
literally.
Yeah.
In the clips.
but
yeah, but besides that, I mean, Britney Spears. I mean, she had to pay up. You know, with Kevin, right? Kevin. She had to pay up. Halle Berry had to pay up. Madonna.
Yeah, I don't remember that situation. I was too young for that.
For what, the Britney Spears?
The Federline, right?
Well, yeah. I know the Britney Spears. I know the main thing is her dad controls all her.
Yeah, it was the conservator shit.
Yeah, so kind of with the whole or situation, former football player.
Yeah, rough. That's rough.
Yeah, but
yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I never heard of the Federline situation.
Yeah, I think for I remember, like, she has to pay like $20,000 or something like that. Plus child support, or I think $20,000 is child support.
And hey, I just thought of it right now. What guy won with J-Lo? How many people she married? Who won?
Every guy won with J-Lo.
No, I didn't win.
Every guy won with J-Lo.
No.
Every guy won.
Nobody.
30 days or 80 days. Shoot. Even if you pull a Humphreys, you won.
A nobody dated J-Lo and became a nobody after she divorced. The only one that I think that was like within her league was like what? Affleck and Mark Anthony.
Wasn't Diddy?
Diddy too.
True that. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Diddy won.
No. Diddy didn't win. He was already Diddy. Diddy was writing Biggie's right. What are you talking about?
It's still a win. I don't even think he gets married though. So like Diddy? Like, I don't even think he does it.
For what? For how much money he got?
Yeah,
I just think Diddy's a different character, bro.
He's messing with.
I just think he's a different character, yo.
He messing
with
girls,
girl, right?
He messing with girls.
Yeah, city girl. He messing with a city girl.
He with the city girl.
No, but didn't he dump her? He was like, nah. I think she want to be official. He was like, nah.
No, I don't think so.
They made a track.
Huh?
Yeah,
they just made a track.
Yeah, because he draw the line like, hey, we not together.
That's the Alamo. I'll make you a track.
I saw a recent interview that they're together, but they don't like.
They're not in the same house, same wing.
Yeah, they're not like doing.
Diddy living? That's what he doing.
Yeah, exactly. She is too, and she is too.
But Diddy don't care. Diddy's like, hey man, I'm gonna do me. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a different character.
And she likes to get in this whole pissed on. Or something like that from Diddy or something like that. Yeah, it's wild.
She
they have fun.
She about that, huh?
yo, hey,
that's nuts.
These new female rappers are wild. You got her, and then you got the Big Red. I never get her name right. Sexy Red, that's her name.
Yeah,
Booty Hole Brown. And
yo, bro, I heard that song for the first time, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
I thought this was a fake. I thought that was a fake song.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
it just went viral. Like when
I heard she was opening for Drake, I was like, "Yo, doors open at 8, so she's gonna open at 8:30. I'll get there at 9." I was like, "I'm not gonna go get there early just to hear her." I was like, "Nah."
Yeah. My thing was, I was like, "This is why I can't listen to radio." That's it. Yeah. I was like, "This is why I control my streams like on Apple." I'm like, nah, man, I gotta pick my songs.
Okay, new. What's the new, alternative R&B that I can listen to? Something like that.
Yeah.
Artists similar to Drake, Weeknd, Adrian Marcel for the low key people.
Exactly, man. I'm like,
I'm on that Brent.
Well, Brett Fires. If you're toxic,
man. Shoot, I need Masego to come out with something decent, man. Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, Masego came out earlier this year already, so you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Cause I was definitely busting a Masego like in like March or something.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Gotta have that saxophone, man. Like that thing's a lot.
That tone stiff. That tone stiff is nice, man.
Yeah.
I did listen to the new one. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If you like R&B, that's it.
Well, shoot. Hey, we at 55. Y'all trying to put this in a bow or
Yeah,
who benefits more? Like, I think it really just depends, man. For the most part, I regularly, like generally speaking, I think both benefit the same. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's hard. It's hard to say because again, I think, and especially like you said, you're talking about societal, and it's like, you know, a lot more people nowadays is, you know,
So I guess
making more, or you know, women making more is just as much as a man. I mean, women can you know, they can argue and say, hey, not in all cases where women are dominant in the business, right? But you know, there's a lot more cases than it was back then where women are, not to say dominant over the men, but make more, or you know, they have a little bit more, a lot more to lose, or a little bit more to lose than men do in the marriage. So
I mean, I would say legally, I think it's still a guy. I mean, the females who benefit more because like you gotta think about laws. Laws don't change, right? So like these laws were years ago, even prior, you know, before we were born, that were mostly protecting females because I mean, if you think about the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, it was male dominant. Men were making more, and the laws still kind of state that. I mean, a lot of these laws are just archaic, like you know, Second Amendment, but I won't get into that. Or you have like, you know, like the whole concept of like marriage is between man and woman. It's like, well, it's not really man and woman anymore. You know, now you want to create unionships and all that, but it's still marriage, right? It's still that.
yeah.
And you know, marriage is different in every religion. It's not just a Christianity thing, but because people think that this country is a Christian country, which is not. It's, you know, they try to create these laws to benefit them, but just like a lot of these laws are so old that they do benefit females more. Even if a female makes more money than a guy, like imagine a situation where I make $60,000, my wife makes $100,000, but then I'm gonna start working part-time now because of the baby, and now she makes 40,000 and I make 60. She was making more than me maybe a year ago, but boom, now I got, like, if we get divorced, it's like I'm the one losing now. Like and if I was barely making ends meet for 60, then I kind of lost it because like, damn, I don't know. It's just these are very old laws that they're not gonna change as much, and that sucks, honestly, because I think our whole legal system is archaic.
I mean, that's fair. I think like I even in that case, like I don't even know how that would really play out, because I think you would have an argument, right, about like lifestyle prior to and trajectory and like prior history and stuff like that. Like I think you could make a case out of it. But
hey man, you pay these lawyers top dollars, they'll find a way.
They always do.
Hey, shoot, give me Rob.
Give me Chris. Give me Chris Humphrey.
Chris knew it best, man. Chris figured it out. He got the
Your
best
lawyer. I need your lawyer.
Shoot, man. I just think at the end of the day, man, like, yeah, you know, there is that off chance of, you know, of it not being successful, but that's not why you get into it, right? Like, I think the positives, like up front, especially like if you have, you know, a rock solid foundation, kind of to what Don was saying, like if you build that from the jump, you know, it's not really a lose-lose situation, right? Like it's definitely beneficial in the sense of like, yeah, it's a lot of work, of course, but that partnership aspect that Don was talking about, like I think really just reigns supreme.
Hey, hear me out on this. I just thought of it now as a part 3. It doesn't have to be the next episode. It's just like, you know, if this is a series, like a marriage series, like, yo, if you do an episode just on child support, like you
I gotta hit the bylaws for that, bro. Like,
I mean, think about it. I mean,
you're the only one that has one. Like,
I know.
No.
Come back to me like.
No, wait, hold on. All the listeners, I don't pay child support. Let's get that straight.
No, as a child. Yeah, as a child.
No, I'm talking about just the concept of child support.
Yeah.
Like these wild stories of child support.
I know. I mean, I have a real close friend of mine that's doing just that, and it's not pretty from a man's. But
I've heard the not the I don't say good and bad of child support, but I've seen both perspectives, like of when is needed, when is not needed, how you can avoid it. But like
yeah,
it's kind of crazy, like how like I mean, if you think about the whole like when I brought up Tyrese, because he's not paying me, alimony because I signed my rights away for that. I'm gonna get you another way with 20 grand from child support, which is still like, that's outrageous for a kid, especially if you're in the kid's life. Like so something in that argument is kind of I want to do an episode on.
yeah.
Again, for everyone, I have one kid and I'm with the mom. I'm not paying child support.
Oh man,
people think I got baby mamas out here. No.
oh my god. I mean, I'd be with it.
I am with mom.
I'm with mom.
Yes.
I'm with child. I'm with mom.
we still support each other.
I'm just saying it's just an idea because like I always wanted to like had a discussion with somebody with it, but it's like you just hear wild stories. I think child support's crazy.
Yeah,
it can get a little outlandish, absolutely. But I mean, yeah, like you also gotta like if you took an L with the partner from jump, like, and whoever the spouse is a snake, then that's gonna come out, right? Like you said it yourself on like the first episode of this, like, right? Like a marriage only amplifies like what you got going on. And so like if it was a sticky situation beforehand, well, it's gonna be even stickier during in the mix.
Like, fellas, man, I don't care how it feels, man. Stay strapped up, man. Stay ready. Stay ready. Don't get caught.
Unless you married, hey, whatever happens, happens.
That's not caught. That's just
that just is what it is, right? But if you, I mean, we're not talking about long-standing relationship, right? At that point, we're talking just like a little quick fling that just kind of went left. And then that's tough. You paying?
Don't get
you gonna pay the cost on that one.
Don't let that happen to you.
Tough.
Absolutely. So, but hey, man, it was good. It was a good episode, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. I hope we do the child support episode. I just hope we do it. Whether it's that next episode or in the future, I think that one we need a mom perspective. Like I would love a panel, right? Like if we do like us two, and then you get like someone who has their partner on child support, like or the ex partner on child support, and the other one who doesn't. Like I didn't need to put them on child support.
I can't say that I have that in my network, right?
No.
I can't say that I have that.
No. I'm saying if we do an episode like that, that will be a good one. Where if you really want both perspectives, like, hey, I don't know.
Hey, we just gotta hit the social media streets, hit the X.
Like
calling all baby mamas on child support.
Which one of you got your man on child support? I need hit me up.
Hit the hotline. How y'all do it? That'd be like the Dion when he brought like Brittany Renner on like to get schooled a little bit. Like, hey, husbands, this is what not to do.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? Like, we're gonna end soon, but like Shannon Sharp did an episode with her recently, last weekend, and I listened to it because I really like his podcast. And apparently, she got set up with the okie doke. She didn't know that's why they called her in.
What she think it was gonna happen?
They didn't tell. Well, she went to Jackson State. She didn't graduate from Jackson State, but she played soccer.
Oh yeah.
So she's thinking
she's really good, by the way.
Yeah, she's talented. Yeah, I've seen real. I was like, wait a second, hold on.
So I mean, she said, this is just what she's saying. But she said, hey, I didn't know, why Dion wanted me. He just want, she was confused. She said all she wanted was, I'll speak to your team if you give me like homecoming tickets. Like, she didn't think anything like, oh yeah, this is a gold digger. This is what, watch out for her. Like she said that she was blindsided. I was like, sheesh. whether that's
tough.
true or not, right?
That'd be an okie doke and a half.
And I'm calling cap on the 35.
That's too round of a number. Like that just sounds like an arbitrary behind number. 35.
You know, I know that that's a lie because when she said 35, Shannon's like, "Yo, where my drink at?" Even
times, because you know what J. Cole said?
Oh, the multiply effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And it's funny. She made it seem like she's not her story. You know, she's not a gold digger. She's not a hoe or anything like that. Like,
I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say she is or she isn't. But I will say is that her situation was.
Her story's loose.
Yeah, exactly. My first impression of you I mean, I don't know her, right? But the first thing that I've ever heard about her was that
exactly.
Thing, right?
I mean, like, but it's her own branding, though. You know what I'm saying?
She branded off that, yeah.
Yeah, like it's her branding. I don't have really too many thoughts or opinions of her. I don't like. I don't know her just as much as you do. But
she's out here. It's like I don't understand why these men don't want to see me for who I am.
You know why? like this sounds funny. Like when a guy comes, like you know why I'm here.
Yeah, that.
It sounds bad. Like I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like that's like.
But like if you have like a social media persona, right? That's supposed to be a reflection of you. Like, but then all of a sudden you want to switch up. That's pretty much a catfish. I mean, just being blunt.
I mean, you think about it, it's like it sounds bad, right? This is just like the guy perspective. Like, you know that girl in high school where she has a history, whatever, and you're like, man, she, you know, let me get at her, right? And you get at her, and she's like, well, why do you think that? Like,
I just want to know you for who you are.
That's your brand, like.
That's your brand. I'm dead. Bro.
No, but if she's telling everyone, yeah, I mean, I had sex with all these guys, and you're like, shit, let me be that, right? I just want that. I don't want the relationship part. That's kind of what she was doing, or she did.
Look, yeah, it's hard. I mean, again, I'm not saying she is or she isn't, because one, I don't know her, but the first impression that I've gotten from her was the whole. Because also it was kind of predatory, wasn't it? Because he was like,
I think so.
She's like 20. She was like 28 at the time, or 27 or something like that. And he was like, what, 20, like 19, 20 when he got into the league.
The basketball situation.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about that? You talking about the dude for the Hornets? Right? The
Hornets.
Yeah.
Hornets.
Yeah. PJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's his name.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, wasn't she like bragging about it too?
Yeah, exactly. And then because now not only she's banked from that situation.
And for her, like I think there's a difference when it's like we all have a past, right? So it's one thing to be like, look, if you slept with 35 guys, that's what she said, right? Like I don't really care, right? Like I'm, like I didn't come in relationship for this, like that's whatever. But like if your branding is like, yo, I slept with 35 guys and all that, like, you know what? That's kind of your personality. Like that's feeding your personality. That I don't want to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, different strokes for different folks, man. Like, but yeah, that's just a little like you can't just like run it back and like try and retract it all and be like, no, that's not who I am. Well, then what you parading as?
For 10 years, you was parading that. Like,
I don't know. I mean, regardless, that's pretty inauthentic. Like, it ain't real.
So you was doing that for money, right? Like, obviously, you was that's your brand. You was trying to exploit it, but now, like, her new thing now is like, I'm looking for love. I don't know. Again, everybody has
go reality TV then, because that's the best. That's the best way to play it.
She's basketball wives now.
I'm dead.
Oh,
wait,
that's right.
She's not a wife. What the heck?
No, but she has a kid.
Yeah.
Hey, she said
it's just like the Amber Rose thing, right? Amber Rose was not to say that. I mean, yeah, Amber Rose, because Amber Rose was going through the same phase.
Okay,
well, Amber Rose, like
child support,
right? Or
by three.
I mean, no, but I guess I ended with this, but with the Amber Rose thing, she was kind of embracing like the whole slut walk thing.
Yeah,
like, and like I'll leave it as that. people have differences on whether that was good or bad. I won't say mine. That's definitely another episode. but she embraced that though. Like she went through rappers, she was a stripper, rapper, and then kid, and
that's what Wiz, right?
Yeah. But
there's a big right. That's a good topic too, because I don't know if you've seen that show. I guess we'll end it off with this, but I don't know if you've seen that show. It's like a college show. I guess it's college show, right? Is it college show?
That came back. Beat from BT.
Yeah, with the celebrity edition, it was her. It's her. It was her. Parker from My Wife and Kids is in it. Someone else. The basketball player. The name escapes me, but still, he was in the Cavs too at the time.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, these Cavs getting
Ray J was in it. Ray J.
Oh God, he needs lunch.
Ray J was.
He lives on freaking reality TV at this point.
Man, I know there's a Raycon commercial in that joint at least one.
Right?
Bro, I
hear they're good headphones.
Someone told me that. Like I saw someone and this lady on my old job had it. She didn't know who Ray J was. She's like, "Oh no, someone told me they were good, so I bought them." I was like, "I guess." Like, but shout out to him.
You just feeding the beast.
Yeah, just shout out to him. Hey, I'm not gonna knock his hustle.
I'm telling you, bro.
Shumpert. Yeah, there you go. Iman.
Shumpert.
What? Yeah, Iman Shumpert. Yeah.
Hey man.
He's out. Yeah. And there was this whole thing about Amber Rose in there that she's.
We gotta leave that for another episode because
watch it to prep up.
Episode 3, 4. I don't know. This series is gonna explode.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. All right. Well, hey, this has been one for the books, as they always are, man. They just tend to take their own turn, just be organic greatness.
Yeah.
But follow us, all our social media platforms. You can see it on the bottom if you're on our YouTube and watching us with the video clip at genuine_content with a K, of course. Like all of our posts, subscribe to any streaming platform that you got, leave a review. We're with the 5 stars. If you got some feedback, talk to us. Let us know. If you disagree with any of us, let us know.
If you want to add to this series, this marriage relationship series, like, hey, let us know.
Yeah, you want to hop on, talk about it a little bit? Let's do it.
Hit us up.
I'm dead. Calling all BMs. Hit the DMs.
Okay, that's it. We're gonna.
Yeah. I'm cooking. This is Genuine Content with Jay, Josh, and friend of the show, Donny Blot. Recently married, man. We all got them rings now. Let's go.
Yeah. Captain Planet.
Squad up, man.
Squad up. All right, guys. Peace.
Hey, peace.
Just get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face. Nigga, get a